saying hello everyone, it is Milmo here and I am back for some more Tier 3 and Tier 4 action, and we have today the 5-star Blue Kenny. That is the Telltale special Blue Kenny there, and he is not only an epic character for killing those zombies with the plus 36 crit leader skill for all range characters, so absolutely amazing. Will not find anyone with a better or higher crit count on his leader skill than him, so that is epic already starting there. But he's also great for people and raiding and defense teams. He's absolutely great for that, and that is due to his rush. I think if you want to talk about in this game, you have 4 categories or 4 characteristics which are really overpowering and really dominant within the aspects of all these characters and ratings and things like that and stages. And that is basically, you got the shielders in one category, you got revivers in another, you also got big hitters with fast APs, for example Shiva and Andrea, they're also in another category. And then in a fourth one, I guess you could sort of say hitters and healers. They have become a very valuable aspect and commodity to be having in this game, which is what Kenny is. He is a hitter and a healer. I talk a lot about hitters and healers and how valuable they are and how great they are. You literally are getting 2 for 1 with them, and it's like killing 2 birds with one stone. You're getting a big hitter and you're also getting a healer. Now basically what I'm talking about, the big hitter, his adrenaline rush is called hurt and heal, which is essentially what they are. I call them hitters and healers, anyone that does anything like this. He has a very fast AP at the 45, so it is very fast to charge up, and you're getting 2 big aspects and big commodities in this game, which is a heal and also a hit. So that's great. There he is there. His attack went up to in the 600, so 602, his defense 561, and his HP up to 813. So he's looking pretty balanced in regards to his stats there. His attack and defense is staying pretty much par on par, not that far, and then their health isn't too overly distributed in any way. Usually you find that they focus on one area, and they can tend to unbalance characters in regards to their stats, so they can either have really high attack and low health and defense, or they'll go the other way, and that's what they tend to do. But he's looking like he's going to stay fairly balanced and leveled in regard to his stats, which is a bonus, because essentially it's meaning that you're not having to tailor make any weapons to make up for his vulnerabilities or anything like that. He literally will have no vulnerabilities, because he will have a fairly balanced aspect in regard to attack, defense and health, so there won't be any aspect which weakens him and makes him really vulnerable to other characters. At saying that, trait wise you're always going to be vulnerable to the other trait, but with the new armory and being able to tailor make these weapons, I guess a bonus is if your character lacks in a certain area, you can make up with it for a weapon. But when they're balanced like this, rather than making up and trying to make them, strengthen them in a certain category, you're able to rather focus on boosting their stats rather than trying to level out a stat to make them less vulnerable. So that is the bonus with having someone like Kenny who has fairly balanced stats. As you can see here, needs some maps and belt with holsters, army walkie-talkie and school bag, and he was going to go up a fair few stats there and looking fairly nice. Like I said, keeping fairly balanced. Now, the good thing about Kenny is not only that great plus 36 crit leader skill there, which allows you to have all range teammates. You won't find a better leader skill in regard to crit in this game, but then you go over to his rush, and like I said, this rush is a very deadly rush, and it's one of those areas in this game that is becoming a very sought after commodity, and that's just purely because you're getting 2 things for the price of one. So you're getting a hitter and a healer. 2 of the most valuable, I guess, aspects in this game is to have the hitter and also have the healer, so to do the damage but also be able to heal yourself from the damage. And he has 450% damage, so you won't find, if you actually think about it, it's not the big 800% that Shiva and Andrea have, but there's not too many players that are actually higher than that 450% damage. If you think about it, most players sit around the 200% to 275% damage. You'll get some in the 300s and things like that, but most players sit around in that area. So to have someone on 450, that is still a solid amount of damage. Like off the top of my head, I can think of March Toward Jesus, who has 500% damage, or even Lee at 525, but there's not too many characters that are actually higher than that 450% damage. Most are in the 200% range, and then you're getting a solid 40% heal, which if you think about it, 40% heal, anything 40% or above is solid. 50% is amazing, and anything above that, 60 is absolutely crucial and I guess brutal in this game to have such a big heal, but 40% is great. If you think about it, it's not, you're not going to complain about 40% heal. So in both rays, he's sort of above average with his stats, and then you top on the 45 AP, and he's absolutely a great player. As you can see, his stats are fairly nice ones, and you know, I absolutely love him, and I hope you guys do too. And that was Kenny, tier 3 and tier 4. Thanks for watching.